Hey everyone, thank you for tuning into Team Forbidden's YouTube page again. Andrew the Collector here with an update for Runick Stun. Had a recent request come across our feed about wanting to bring back Runick Stun. Well, here we are. So I feel actually Runick Stun in the upcoming format might be a pretty good rogue contender, mainly because Maliss isn't as prevalent in the format as it used to be. Thank goodness. But yeah, I feel like Runick definitely has a shot of becoming one of the top stun decks of the coming format. So we'll just go ahead and hop right into it. Not a whole lot has changed, I believe, since my recent list update, but we'll just go ahead and go through the cards as we usually do. So starting off with the only monster cards, we're running 2 Border and 1 Maliss Fiend. You could switch up the ratios if you want. You could go 2 and 1 or just play sets of either or each. It depends on what kind of build and what you feel comfortable mostly, but I've had pretty good success with these two. You can even run a mono YuGiOh if you really want to, but I feel like in this particular case that's more of a side deck option. But again, it's dealer's choice. Now into the spells. There's a whole lot of them. So starting off with the most important one is 2 Runick Fountain. We're running 2 because we can only run 2. It's currently semi-limited, which I feel is a good spot for it. I don't feel it's necessary to put it back at 3 for this deck to be good, but it would definitely help. Putting this card at 1 would definitely cripple the deck a whole lot, and obviously banning it would just outright kill the deck. So yeah, Runick Fountain. It's the main backbone and the reason why you run, this deck runs. Then we have 3 Tip, for our searching, 3 Flashing Fire for destruction, 3 Freezing Curse for the monster negation, 3 Runick Destruction for the back row pop, and 3 Runick Slumber for the protection. This is the ratio that, has always been relevant for the Runick cards, along with 1 of each of Smiting Storm, Dispelling, and Golden Droplet. The ratio of the Runick spells really doesn't change much, so it's just really good. And I wouldn't want to change up anything else except for, especially the ratio of the important ones. Those have to stay at 3. Because they have the best interruptions, they get you your stuff, and they banish the most cards from your opponent's deck. Into the consistency. 3 Radiant Typhoon Vision. I have a feeling that this card might get hit on the next list. It's just so good. Generic Pot of Greed plus a discard. Then we have 3 Duality with 1 Prosperity. Why wouldn't you run these? One day of peace, and then 1 terraforming because it's terraforming. And then for the support cards, we have 2 dimensional fissure because this does not hurt us at all, and 2 polymerization because it's super polymerization. Into the traps, we are running 1 Goes in Match, 1 There Can Only Be 1 Skill Drain, and then 1 Tyrant's Tirade. I am not running the Synchro Zone, the continuous trap that only makes, synchro monsters be able to attack, because Kill Tune is going to be prevalent in the format once the new set comes out, and obviously, it's not good against that deck because they're synchro monsters, So I feel like these floodgates are still really good. I don't have Rivalry of the Warlords, but if you do, I would find space for that. But yeah, that's it for the main deck. Into the extra deck. We're running obviously 3 of the Hugin of the Runick Wings. She's the best one, along with the second best, 3 Gary for recursion and popping. Target protection. I wish it was target protection while he was always on the field, but we beggars can't be choosers. 2 Selfnir, the Runick main. This is the reason why we run Tyrant's Tirade because of its token generation. Basically, if you open this and any Runick card, you activate the Runick card to get him out on the board, set Tyrant's Tirade, and then during your opponent's drop phase, when they draw a card, use his effect to make a token. And during their standby phase, activate this, tribute both of them, and they're locked out of monster effects. Pretty good floodgate since we obviously don't have Mystic Mine. Konami, please bring back Mystic Mine. And then we have our super polymerizations, Garura, Starting Venom, Mud Dragon, and Secretarion Dragon because Draco Tail is still prevalent and still a menace. And into the side deck. We're running 3 Lava Golem because we do not normal summon. 3 Sphere Mode, again, because we don't normal summon, except for, you know, Board and Fiend, but you're going to side those out for these anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Our other more specific floodgates are in the Band Plays On, you know, in case you go up against Mitsurugi, in case you go YuGiOh, any Exceed heavy decks, or, you know, pretty much any, a lot of decks can be affected by this, so why wouldn't you run it? 2 of the Cave of the Super Ancient Organism, and 3 of probably the best trap that this deck can utilize. Curse Seal, the Forbidden Spell, mainly for, you know, Sky Strikers, Radiant Typhoon, and stuff of the like, and just being able to just protect yourself from your opponent's stuff by locking them out of, like, their fusion spells, you know, Rahu or Branded Fusion. You know, really good stuff. And that is it for the deck profile, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I feel Runick is definitely probably going to have its chance back in the meta during the next format. Like I said, because Maliss isn't as prevalent, and even still, they may get hit again on the next list. That's what a lot of people are saying. But, you know, I'm not a whole lot of people, so I can't really say for sure. But we can only hope. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell down below for notifications. And again, if you guys want to see any other specific deck profiles or any other videos, let us know in the comments down below. We're trying to get more audience feedback so that way we can broaden our range of content. But until then, we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.